In the heart of Mississippi, a voice emerged. A voice that spoke truth to power. A voice that challenged a nation to confront its sins. This was the voice of Fannie Lou Hamer, a woman who rose from the depths of poverty and oppression to become a beacon of hope in the fight for civil rights. Born into a family of sharecroppers, Hamer knew hardship from a young age. But within her burned a spirit of defiance, a refusal to accept injustice as fate. This spirit would ignite a movement, shaking the very foundations of a nation grappling with its racist past. Hamer's story is a testament to the power of ordinary people to achieve extraordinary things. It is a story of courage, resilience, and unwavering faith in the face of unimaginable adversity. Her voice, once silenced by the shackles of segregation, now echoes through generations, reminding us that the fight for equality is a marathon, not a sprint. A fight that demands our unwavering commitment and action. Fannie Lou Hamer's early life was etched in the unforgiving soil of Mississippi's cotton fields. Born in 1917, the youngest of 20 children, she entered a world where poverty and racism were inescapable realities. From the tender age of 6, Hamer's tiny hands picked cotton under the scorching sun. Her childhood was stolen, replaced by the back-breaking labor that fueled the South's economy. Education, a distant dream, was sacrificed for the survival of her family. The dehumanizing system of sharecropping trapped black families in a cycle of debt and dependence. Landowners, their faces contorted by prejudice, held the reins of power, dictating the terms of their existence. Hamer witnessed firsthand the insidious nature of racism, its tendrils reaching into every aspect of their lives. Segregated schools, water fountains marked colored, and the constant threat of violence were stark reminders of their second-class status. Yet even amidst such hardship, Hamer's spirit remained unbroken. The seeds of resistance were sown in the fertile ground of her determination, waiting for the moment to bloom. The year was 1962, a year that would mark a pivotal moment in the civil rights movement. A spark of defiance ignited in Ruleville, Mississippi, a small town that would soon become a symbol of resistance and courage. This spark forever changed the course of Fannie Lou Hamer's life, a woman who would rise from obscurity to become a beacon of hope. She heard about a voter registration drive organized by the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, or SNCC, a group dedicated to nonviolent protest and civil rights. This was her chance, her opportunity to finally claim her rightful place at the ballot box, a place that had been denied to her and countless others for far too long. With 17 others, she boarded a bus, their hearts pounding with a mix of fear and anticipation. They knew the risks, but the promise of freedom was worth it. At the courthouse, they were met with fierce resistance. The forces of oppression were not willing to yield easily. Hamer was arrested and thrown in jail, subjected to a brutal beating that left her body battered, but her spirit unbroken. The physical pain was immense, but her resolve only grew stronger. This act of unspeakable violence became a turning point, not just for Hamer, but for the entire movement. It highlighted the brutal reality of the struggle for civil rights. Hamer emerged from that jail cell not defeated but emboldened. Her spirit was a testament to the unbreakable will of those fighting for justice. "They beat me and they beat me," she later declared, "but they didn't beat the spirit out of me." Her words resonated with many, becoming a rallying cry for the movement. The news of her ordeal spread like wildfire, igniting a firestorm of outrage and drawing national attention to the plight of African Americans in the South. Hamer, once an unknown sharecropper, became a symbol of the unyielding spirit of Black Americans fighting for their right to vote. Her courage and determination inspired countless others to join the struggle, fueling a movement that would change the course of history. Fannie Lou Hamer, now a powerful voice in the civil rights movement, had a vision that extended far beyond her own experiences. She saw the systemic injustices that plagued her community and knew that change was necessary. Her voice, once silenced by oppression, now echoed through the hearts of many. She joined forces with other activists to form the Mississippi Freedom Democratic Party, or MFDP. This was not just a political move, it was a bold statement against the status quo. The MFDP was born out of a collective desire to see true representation and justice for all. Their mission was clear: to challenge the legitimacy of the all-white delegation that claimed to represent Mississippi at the 1964 Democratic National Convention. This was a direct confrontation with the entrenched powers that had long ignored the voices of Black citizens. The MFDP, a grassroots movement fueled by the hopes and dreams of disenfranchised black citizens, became a beacon of hope. It was a movement that resonated deeply with those who had been marginalized and oppressed for far too long. They sought to expose the sham of democracy in a state where black voices were systematically silenced. They organized, they canvassed, they held mock elections, demonstrating that the will of the people could not be suppressed forever, proving that a true democracy could not exist while half its citizens were denied their fundamental rights. The MFDP's efforts were a testament to the power of collective action and unwavering resolve. Their journey to the convention in Atlantic City was fraught with obstacles. They faced intimidation, threats, and systemic barriers designed to keep them from achieving their goals, and violence at every turn. Yet, despite the dangers, they remained undeterred. Their courage in the face of such adversity was nothing short of heroic. But the MFDP pressed on, driven by a deep-seated belief in the righteousness of their cause. They knew that their fight was not just for themselves, but for future generations. Their determination fueled by the belief that their voices deserved to be heard, they continued to rally support and draw attention to their cause. Their message was clear: equality and justice for all. The national stage awaited them, ready to witness the power of their struggle. The eyes of the nation were upon them, and they were prepared to make their case, ready to witness the power of their struggle, the depth of their commitment, and the eloquence of their message. The MFDP's presence at the convention was a pivotal moment in the fight for civil rights. The depth of their commitment was evident in every action they took. Their dedication to the cause was unwavering, and their resolve was unbreakable. And the eloquence of their message resonated with all who heard it. Fannie Lou Hamer's speeches were particularly powerful, capturing the essence of their struggle and the urgency of their demands. Fannie Lou Hamer, the sharecropper who dared to dream of a better future, stood as a symbol of hope and resilience. Her journey from humble beginnings to a national stage was a testament to the power of determination and faith. She was ready to make history, and in doing so, she inspired countless others to join the fight for justice and equality. The legacy of the MFDP and Fannie Lou Hamer's leadership continues to resonate, reminding us of the enduring power of the human spirit. Section 5. The nation hears her cry. The 1964 Democratic National Convention became a pivotal moment in the fight for civil rights. It was a gathering that would not only shape the political landscape but also bring to the forefront the voices of those who had long been silenced. Fannie Lou Hamer, her voice trembling with both pain and power, delivered a speech that shook the conscience of a nation. Her words were not just a recounting of personal suffering, but a clarion call for justice and equality. Standing before the Credentials Committee, she recounted the horrors she endured while trying to register to vote. Her testimony was a stark reminder of the brutal reality faced by African Americans in the South. "I was beat with a blackjack," she testified, her words echoing through the hall. "I was kicked. I was stomped." Her vivid descriptions painted a harrowing picture of the violence and intimidation used to suppress the black vote. Her powerful testimony, broadcast live on national television, pierced the veil of ignorance that had shielded many Americans from the realities of segregation. For many, it was the first time they truly understood the depth of the injustice. Her raw honesty, her unwavering courage, and her simple yet profound message resonated deeply with viewers across the country. People were moved, angered, and inspired by her words. "Is this America?" she asked, her voice filled with anguish. It was a question that cut to the heart of the nation's identity and values. The land of the free and the home of the brave, where we have to sleep with our telephones off of the hook because our lives be threatened daily because we want to live as decent human beings in America? Her words highlighted the stark contrast between the nation's ideals and its reality. Her speech galvanized the nation, forcing it to confront the ugliness of its racism. It was a moment of reckoning that could not be ignored. Though the MFDP was ultimately denied official recognition at the convention, their fight exposed the hypocrisy at the heart of American democracy and paved the way for future victories. The courage and determination of Fannie Lou Hamer and her fellow activists left an indelible mark on the civil rights movement, inspiring countless others to continue the struggle for equality and justice. Fannie Lou Hamer believed that true freedom could not be achieved without economic justice. She envisioned a society where everyone had the opportunity to live with dignity, regardless of their background or economic status. Her work with the Freedom Farm Cooperative was a testament to this vision, providing resources and support to those who needed it most. The journey for equality was not without its scars. Fannie Lou Hamer endured unimaginable hardships, including brutal beatings and imprisonment, simply for standing up for her rights. Yet, she remained resolute, her spirit unbroken, and her voice unwavering. These scars were a testament to her relentless pursuit of justice. Over the years, Fannie Lou Hamer's contributions have often been overshadowed. However, her role in the civil rights movement was nothing short of monumental. It's essential to reclaim her place in history, recognizing her as a pivotal figure who fought tirelessly for the rights of all people. Fannie Lou Hamer's legacy continues to inspire the fight for voting rights today. Her courage and determination laid the groundwork for future generations, reminding us that the struggle for equality is ongoing. Her spirit lives on in every vote cast and every voice raised.